As me and Big J was sitting here looking at the resume of Joseph Parker and comparing the resumes of him and Deontay Wilder, who is going to be fighting this weekend on the Day of Reckoning pay-per-view. For example, right now it's December the 19th, 2023. On the 23rd, around this time, because it's 11 a.m. Eastern start time here in the States for $39.99 on pay-per-view, about 3 p.m., 3:30 or so, Deontay Wilder, around this time, as I'm shooting this video, 3 p.m. Eastern, Deontay Wilder and Joseph Parker should be on their way to the ring or in the ring by now. Joseph Parker, 33-3 with 23 KOs, 31 years old. Deontay Wilder, 43, 2-1 with 42 KOs. Every opponent he has faced has gone down. Um, Deontay Wilder, since 2020, since losing the Tyson Fury rematch, the first loss of his career, has only fought 2 times after that. 3 fights. This will be his 4th fight since February of 2020. Now listen to this. Joseph Parker, since that same time period, he fought a week after Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury 2 against a Showendell Terrell winners. He has fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be his 9th fight to Deontay Wilder's 3 in that same time period. Madness. And in that stretch, in the last 2 against Simon Keane, just in October of this year, 3rd round KO. In May of this year, Django Apollo, 1st round stoppage. He fought in January of this year and then September of last year. So this is his 5th fight in 15 months. This is not looking good for Deontay Wilder. However, of course, Deontay Wilder's got that nuclear right hand, and if you let him load it up, you're going down. So I guess you can say it's really only 2 ways this fight, in my opinion, is going to go. Is either Joseph Parker's going to be able to outwork Deontay Wilder. I'm not really predicting a stoppage, but it can possibly happen. Or he's going to sleep. Meaning Joseph Parker, and he's been there before. Joe Joyce put him out bad. So let's just jump right into things. This is going to be the chief support or co-feature. It's a co-main event led by Joshua versus Wallin, who I think can lose too, and Wilder versus Parker. And by the way, if they both win, if Joshua and Wilder both win, they're supposed to be fighting in March. So the pressure is on. For some reason, I'm not going to say for some reason, I'm thinking that Joseph Parker's going to pull it off. I'm just feeling it. What are you thinking?
Well, you're exactly right, mate. It's a 50-50 fight. If Wilder tags Parker, he's going to sleep because he's been knocked down by Dylan White. He's got knocked down by Derek Chisora.
And then put to sleep by Joe Joyce.
Yeah, he got put to sleep by Joe Joyce. And Wilder hits a hell of a lot harder than bloody
all of them.
Joe Joyce does. So I honestly, it's a 50-50 fight. We don't know which way it's going to go. It's either going to be Joseph Parker boxes, uses his skill set, comes in around 238 so he can move around and use his footwork and all that sort of stuff, or Wilder just obliterates him and knocks him out inside of 2 rounds. One of the 2.
And even though in this day and age of modern medicine and technology and boxing, I don't really consider it old, but you're in your prime, especially for heavyweights, and on your way out, like as Big J would say, the ascent of your prime. Wilder is 38 years old. Joseph Parker's still only 31.
No, he's 33, isn't he?
Joseph Parker, let me see here. According to BoxRec, says he's 31. Let me check and make sure they probably have it wrong. No, it says he's 31.
No, that's right, because he was 27, 28 when he fought Joshua, and that was 2019, 20.
Yeah, he's
that sounds about
31
right.
years old.
He's still only a young fella, so he's in the thick of his prime, where Wilder, as I say, is at the arse end of it.
Yeah, Wilder being more active than Wilder, that's a big key right there. And what we've seen, especially in the third, really the second, but more in the third Tyson Fury fight, is Wilder shot his load early. He came out fast, and then he slowed down tremendously. So
That's right.
if this fight goes past 6 rounds, really 5 rounds, I'm favoring Joe Parker. But look, what did we see at the end of the first Tyson Fury fight with Wilder? Wilder dropped Tyson Fury, damn near killed him. Had him looking up at the rafters and everything. So Wilder is one of
Yep.
those fighters that he can carry his power late. If I was to give a strategy, or I think the strategy that Joseph Parker should use is try to crowd Deontay Wilder's space. If you allow
Yep.
him to measure that right hand and load up, he has a thing with Wilder. He'll just pull out there with his jab as a range finder, and then he'll just try to fire it straight through your guard.
Yeah, that's what.
He's shown, and also what he did to Robert Helenius. Even though Robert Helenius has been known to have a jelly chin, still it seemed like he just tapped him with it, and Robert Helenius went down and was asleep.
Yeah, well, the one thing that Joseph Parker needs to do is exactly the same thing Fury did when Fury fought him, is keep him close. Don't let him get at range.
Mm-hmm.
Because, as you said, Deontay Wilder is a range fighter. He'll throw out the jab, and then he'll throw the big bomb. If you stay right in front of him, he ain't going to be able to cock that arm.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to. So you got to get right in his face.
And each time Tyson Fury got dropped, is he let Deontay Wilder find some range each time.
Yeah, but to Tyson Fury's credit, that bastard can take a shot and get back up. If Wilder hits Parker like he hit Fury, Parker ain't getting back
I don't
up.
see him getting up.
I don't know. I don't know what it is with Tyson Fury, but that bastard can take a punch and he'll just get back up.
Yeah, he took some mean ones. Like the one, I remember the one in the, what was that, the third fight? I think it was the third fight, where Wilder hit him. He was in the corner and just saw the fat ripple down his back, and then all of a sudden his legs just gave out.
Yep, yeah, but, I mean, Tyson Fury's a tough-looking tough basket. He just gets back up.
Yeah.
So,
but, can Joseph Parker get up? And also, Joseph Parker can set up a whole bunch of plans, upset a whole bunch of plans, because if Deontay Wilder loses, I'm going to basically, he's not going to be done. He can still fight on, but he's going to be considered done by a lot of fans and media if he loses to Joseph Parker. And the whole payday of him fighting Anthony Joshua, or possibly getting the fourth fight with Tyson Fury, that's pretty much out the window. So the question is, what if Joshua beats Wallin? Would fans entertain a Joshua versus Parker too? I would entertain that.
well, if Parker does it in emphatic fashion or shows that he's superior to Wilder, why not? And I think here's something that Wilder, I don't think anyone's considered, is that Parker needs to go after Wilder's midsection, because he's only a skinny bugger.
Yeah, especially his legs. Yeah, for real.
He's only a skinny bugger. I mean, he's 6'7", 215. He's the size of a basketball player.
Yeah.
So he looks like a basketball player.
He came in at 215 for his last fight, down from 238 when he had fought Tyson Fury in the second fight.
Well, that was too big. That was too big. I mean,
by
he's one of those guys where he
needs,
needs.
by far.
Yeah, he needs to remain. His frame can't carry that weight for some reason. So he needs to remain around 220.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way he's built. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, if I was in there, I'd be bloody punching the fuck out of his ribs. That's what I'd be doing.
It's going to be really interesting to see what Wilder's going to come into the ring as, because he said multiple times in the past, multiple interviews, is that he has to eat up to put weight on. As a heavyweight, and that's rare for heavyweights to be, to have to actually eat up to be able to keep the weight on.
Yeah, well, but he's just one of those guys. As I said, he's built like a basketball player. He's just naturally a skinny bloke.
Yeah.
So nothing wrong with that.
But his back and his upper body is huge.
Oh yeah. He's got that perfect V. But he's got chicken legs. He's got his legs are got. I don't know where he gets all his power from, because his legs are bloody skinny out.
From his back.
So, yeah, that's true.
And remember, he doesn't have the best fighting and punching techniques. That's just God gifted, straight up, from his back and shoulders. Just putting that punch out there. But then also, of course, he had those. I like to joke about how he's got rebar and reconstructed bionic arm, because he's got all kind of plates and everything in there from the surgery he's had in the past.
What surgeries?
He's had hand surgeries in the past. He's got all kind of plates and everything in there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
okay, fair enough.
Yeah. True.
Boxing injuries or outside stuff?
Boxing injuries. This was around the time of
Okay,
Bermain
cool.
Stavern. Like this is like when he was first on the contender scene, he's had those injuries.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
You know.
Did not
So,
know that.
yeah. So closing thoughts. Oh, and by the way, we
No,
are going to be here covering this fight for sure after it goes off. I'm not missing this pay-per-view for the world.
Obviously, it's going to be a great fight. The whole card's going to be fantastic. I think there's going to be a lot of surprises in the card.
Mm-hmm.
But as you said, I think I'm leaning towards that Parker might be able to pull it off if he can stay away from Wilder's right hand or get close enough to him that he can't throw it.
Mm.
Parker will get up. Because, as you said, Wilder might gas after 8-9 rounds and Parker will just outwork him.
Mm-hmm. And if Wilder comes in small, let's see what the weigh-in's going to look like because Parker
218, I reckon he'll come in at 218
trying to
for
bully him.
Wilder. 218 for Wilder, 238 for Parker.
I think in this case that could work in Joe Parker's favor. See, if he comes in heavy and tries to box Wilder and lets Wilder get his range, then no. If he's coming in heavy, he needs to be in Wilder's face to use that weight.
Exactly.
But if he comes in light, and we know he has been able to show some pretty competent defense, especially against and dodging punches, especially again in the Joshua fight. So he can move if he wants to move. Like remember, well at least I know I did. I often compare Joseph Parker used to look kind of like Justice Hooney. With the movement when he was first coming up in the rankings. So Parker has shown that he can box. He can move. He can be evasive for his size at 6'4". But what kind of fight is he going to fight against Deontay Wilder? Because all it takes, Wilder will tell you, all it takes is one for him. When you're going to bed.
Well, he's proved that more than once.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yeah, he's put everybody down. Everybody. He may not. The only person he hasn't knocked out is Tyson Fury. Oh, I'm sorry, and Bermain Stavern.
But yeah, he's pretty much put everyone else to sleep.
Yeah, everybody except everybody. Take your time out. Like the video, subscribe. We're going to be here covering the. I'm going to be here covering all of the fights on the card for the first time ever in my career, covering every fight on the main card. And me and Big J are going to be coming back, and we're going to be covering the Opataya versus Ellis Zorro fight, post-fight, and, of course, Wilder versus Joe Parker. And then next week, likely the week after, we're going to jump into what's going on with Tim Tszyu, and we should be having some news on what's going on with Kambosos and Loma, what's looking like it's going to be in April in 2024. You can follow me at TstreeT Controversy and Big J at Old Mate Big J. Thanks for watching.